From all of you that just got done watching the first half of our long version show tonight, it's still March 14th. I'm still Jason.
And I'm Lori. Round two.
Round two.
I was feeling adventurous.
You
said,
did.
why don't we do another one?
Yeah.
This way we have one.
It was
second
great.
one to release.
So when you see this episode, this will probably be
after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be well after St. Patrick's Day. A holiday that we don't celebrate.
Do you work on St. Patrick's Day?
I do.
You guys going to have corned beef and cabbage?
I love corned beef and cabbage. I mean, not the cabbage as much, but the corned beef is delicious. I like that day of work because it's hilarious for all the people that call in sick. So I just...
Okay, so they can go out and
I guess.
have some green beer.
I mean, we're all
and fun.
adults. You can have green beer any day you want. Why does it have to be that one?
Yeah.
But I guess that's for people with friends and social lives or something.
No, I think it's probably for I'm just going to guess the younger crowd that goes out and about and singles and all of that to mingle.
Yeah, I never got into it.
Some people eat, is it black-eyed peas?
That's on New Year's.
New Year's.
That's New Year's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do not like corned beef and I do not like cabbage, so I have never made
green eggs and ham, Sam I am. You don't like any of it.
I like eggs, but not green.
That's
Why
Sam
am
I am.
put
That's Sam I am
dye?
book. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
I do not like it. Sam I am.
I know. It made
That's
me
you.
think of Fox and Socks.
Yeah. Lori I am. Who doesn't like corned beef and cabbage.
No.
I know. And then the green is just food coloring, so it doesn't change the flavor of anything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the laundry list of holidays, and one of the guys I worked with years ago had the 365 holidays of the year, and every day was a holiday.
It's too much.
It is. It is. I mean, it's like honestly, even all the way up into and including St. Patrick's Day. If I don't get paid for it, it's not a real holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And even the ones I do get paid for, I still don't celebrate half of them.
Yeah, I think there's I'm going to say 11-ish real holidays.
Right. The ones you get paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the rest of them are for Hallmark and
Yeah.
the economy trying to get people to send flowers on National Girlfriend's Day or Grandparents' Day. And again, not to disrespect but
I guess.
If you're a grandparent, you're not going to get Grandparents' Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's too much.
Right.
If you want me to recognize you,
I would recognize anybody on a Thursday. It doesn't have to be a special day. And I think that's the part for me is we had, it was International Radio Day last month. And I was like, really? Did we just pull something out of the air?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if I should say this on here, but
Well, you can say it. I can't.
The thing that you and...
you can say it. I can't.
What was it?
It was International Women's Day.
Yeah. What a load of horse shit that is.
I celebrate you every day, so I don't see it as being something that needs its own day.
No, I didn't either, and that's why it was like, oh, okay.
I just needed something to post.
Posted something? But I wasn't like, oh, thank you so much. I'm like, oh, another stupid holiday. Day. Shouldn't call it a holiday, but and then in my head I went, well, if we had that for men, that would probably be an uproar.
I guess we get the other 364.
I guess, but if we said you're going to get recognized on a certain day, it would be a whole thing.
Guess. How do you feel about birthdays then?
I think birthdays are good.
Okay.
It's a day someone came into the world. I think that's notable. I don't think they're as notable when people get clumped into
by the big seven, race, religion, creed, all that stuff. You can't just put everybody in a group and go, it's your day. No, you don't need to.
Yeah.
I celebrate people for what they do. When people have big accomplishments in their life, absolutely celebrate them. Yeah. Promotions, weddings, things like that. Yeah. Celebrate those all you need to, but hey, you had a pulse on, congratulations. You're 1/3 Irish. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Nobody, I don't care.
Yeah, they can go out and have fun on St. Patrick's Day, but
just go to work.
Was that
International Women's Day? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not going out to celebrate that for any reason.
What makes it international?
Beats me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not. We're probably the only country that celebrates.
This will be the episode that gets us canceled.
You think?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Might get people talking. But,
maybe, yeah.
But I just think...
But why is it International Women's Day? Don't they have American Women's Day? I mean...
I don't know. Might have offended somebody if they did.
You definitely did. You can't do anything
international.
without offending somebody at this point. Everybody loves to get offended because that's the low-hanging fruit of media and social media and everything today is people getting offended. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's amazing. I've got this thing even to the point now is where, like, not that I try to offend people, but just the things that even like irk me about people now, and they'll get me of people I've never met. Mm-hmm. You ever have that? You ever see people that do something and you've never met them before? You go, I don't like you. I don't like you because of what X, Y. Like, here's a simple one, and this is one I complain about all the time, is shopping carts. People that don't bring their shopping carts back, give me a freaking break. Unless you're now there are some stores that
handicap.
Okay, maybe handicap. Mm-hmm. But there are certain stores that don't have cart corrals. Like, they don't have a place to put the carts. Okay, maybe I could see something like that. Or, I love the fact that Aldi has the quarter thing. You have an incentive now to take your cart back, and if
to do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. Or to do the thing that you should have done in the first place. Or if not, I'll do it for you and I'll get a quarter, which I enjoy that.
It's not that so I'm not sure if you meant exactly what you said about not liking people. I just think that was kind of shitty. Why didn't they do that? Or shitty, why do they do that?
People that take up 2 parking spots when they have what they think is a nice car. Especially right now in Southwest Florida in spring break, this city is full.
Too
full. Every street full. Every parking lot full. Every grocery store line full. Everything's full. I don't know where the hell we're putting everybody. But now you'll still see Johnny Jackass with his jacked up pickup truck, or there's something with their Lincoln Navigator that's just brand new that they're going to take up 1 1/3 spots, just enough to be an asshole.
What's if he listens to the podcast, he's going to know. What's the Cadillac one called? Escalade?
Oh, Escalade, yeah.
Better not be taking your 2 parking spaces with an Escalade. We have a fan of the show
that drives an Escalade. Now he's going to be that guy that takes it.
No, I don't think he will.
Yeah, he will now that we said something.
Yeah.
But we see this all the time, and it just drives me crazy. Like, so there's one guy, and I couldn't get a picture of it. He has a Camaro that is, let's just say, it's probably a 2015. It's by no stretch of the imagination new. It was souped up with 2015 options. He's not handicapped, but he has a handicap placard, and then he parks it at an angle. And he can't even park it straight, and it's into the next spot over, even though he already has a handicap placard, and he's still in the next spot over because I don't want anyone to touch my really nice Camaro. And then he gets out of his vehicle, very able-bodied, and walks himself into the store.
Yeah, because Camaros are lower to the ground, even. So
he's just an asshole.
So if it's a physical handicap, obviously it's not his legs.
It's not his legs
or feet.
No.
So, okay, when people don't put their carts away.
Yeah, or they don't.
I talked about mine, a little bit on the last one. People I never met, but when I hear them say Walmarts.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, same thing as I said last time. Why are you making places plural? You're only going to one. Or you're not going to eat at the Outbacks. You're going to Outback.
Steakhouse. The Outback, the Facebook.
Yeah. Anyway, and if they don't know any better, that's one thing. But then
people that talk on speakerphone when they don't have to, son of a bitch. I don't know. It's like they'll just walk around and then they're on speakerphone, and it's usually they're mumbling, and then God forbid you listen, and then you get a skunky look. I'm like, you're the one that's on speakerphone.
Yeah, it's almost like they want everyone to hear. What they're talking about, and then when you do hear it and you're like, then they are pissed off that you were listening. There should be no speakerphones in public. That should be a law.
Should be.
Like, you have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving.
Who would enforce that law? You have like the phone police that walk around.
It could be the regular police. You're for obstructing, I don't know, my peace. Because I got to listen to all these stupid conversations.
Here's one that we had the other day. Do you remember the old the old lady at the Miramar shopping outlet? The one who parked next to us?
Because she couldn't wait. She couldn't 2 seconds for us to leave. Yeah.
Once again, parking spaces, as cars get bigger, parking spaces stay the same size, and cars get continually bigger. And we drive a full-size, Toyota, so that's things in its spot. This lady who... I don't like people that pull into parking spaces that much. They just drive me nuts. So this lady pulls into the parking space and she misses it, and she comes real close to our car, to the point of, like, clearly she's not going to be able to get out of her vehicle. So I literally look at her and I go, "Hey, wait 1 minute. I'm leaving."
Be like 10 seconds.
Yeah, we're leaving. Nope. She just starts getting out, and she, now to her credit, she had a very nice, it was a Lincoln Navigator, I think. It was very, very nice. So I knew I wasn't worried about dinging doors because her car was worth way more than ours is. But yeah, couldn't wait. She comes all out of the thing.
And then is annoyed. And then bitch, if you just would have waited, you could have had plenty of room.
Yep. But no, couldn't do it. So I once again, I think I have to invest in those little business cards.
Yes.
It says you park like an asshole.
I do. But then on the other side, it says something nice so that it makes them want to read it.
No, on the other side, it's a QR to the show. They can watch. Yeah, here it is. The Very Terrible Podcast Parking Police.
Okay, there you go.
I like it. VTPPP.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Very Terrible Podcast Parking Police.
What about last night at dinner when we were out with... Remember that?
That was hilarious. Now, see, I find humor in people's stupidity.
Oh, there was a lot of stupidity.
So going back to our earlier point, Southwest Florida is full. There's nothing left. We went to Texas Roadhouse.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse, great meal. Parking lot, very, very full. Now.
And we were with a group of other people.
Snowbirds, by nature, are older, and many of them have handicap placards. So the availability of handicap parking spaces is nil at this point. You're just getting any spot you can get. So parking lots are designed with the minimal amount of space available anyway. Family A has finished their meal. They're going to leave the handicap parking space. Handicap parker over here sees that they're leaving, but doesn't really stop in time, so he kind of stops half-cocked behind them.
Yeah, so the jackass didn't give her enough room to back up.
Yeah, and then more traffic comes in behind him, so then he can't back up.
3 to 4 cars, so including that one.
So now we have the overhand double knot of vehicles going on, and I am just giggling.
Well, and the only reason I cared was because the car behind...
The first idiot.
The one who should have moved.
Yes.
So the lady could have gotten out and traffic could have kept flowing. The car behind was with our group.
Yes.
And I thought, now they're going to have to wait because they can't go forward and they can't go back. They're at the mercy of Dumb and Dumber.
They're just stuck. The lowest common denominator of people strikes again, and I'm just giggling. Because at this point, in these scenarios, especially when there's many, many people around, I'm not helpful. I am the opposite of helpful. I am loud and I am obnoxious. And I'm like, look at this shit show. It's the idiots that can't park on parade. And I am just laughing. You, of course, then try to take over and you're giving directions to different people on how to back in and back out of spots. And then when the guy gets out.
All I really wanted to do was either get that lady to commit to staying so that we could get our person to be able to bypass them both and go around.
He wouldn't, though. He would have sat there like an ass.
No. The person in our group, but the asshole that wouldn't leave because he had to have that handicap spot.
And when he got out of the car, he looked exactly like you would think he would look. He looked like an asshole. He was just a big fat pile of shit. And he
without a limp, so why didn't he need the handicap
he's so fat that that's how fat he was. He was handicapped fat. And he had a store-bought FDNY shirt on, and there's absolutely no way that he was in the FDNY. There's no way. So that was great. And him and his just shitty family and his shitty face. And I was just giggling because there's just so many people. There's so many people that no one's going to start.
But he annoyed me and I never met him. And so that would have been someone if he would have said, hey, can you hold the door for me? No, actually,
I can't there, fatness. There you go, Slim. You give him the opposite. Hey, Slim. Hey, Skinny. How you doing?
That was super annoying.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else?
People who go to a restaurant or deli when you have to stand up to order food and they wait in line and they get to the front of the line and go, all right, what do you got? And they start to read the menu. We get this quite a bit. Like I've seen this a bit at Jason's Deli. When you go to the Publix Deli, what is on sale today? What's the chicken on sale?
Read
You've had 20 minutes. We had to pull ticket numbers to stand here. Get out of the way.
I just try to tell myself that there are lonely people.
And
like they probably live alone or they don't have a lot of social interaction and that is their outing because one day I was at Chick-fil-A and it didn't affect my order that much because there was a few different people taking orders, but I almost thought it was a bloopers reel. Like this gentleman was like, what's in the chicken noodle soup? I mean, he was asking it's in the title. Many
chicken
questions.
Noodle soup.
But he just kept going and going and going. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say 10 minutes of asking about the menu. Like, homie, have you never been to a Chick-fil-A or heard of this place? Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I can maybe have a little bit of empathy toward that, but at the same token, there are a lot of activities in this society that you can participate in if you need to find a friend, and it doesn't have to be when people are trying to eat.
Yeah, or when people wait in line, they still don't know what they want. That's okay that you don't know what you want, but then tell the people behind you, go ahead of me, I'm still looking at the menu. Instead of, the line is now at a halt, and you still don't know what you want.
Yeah. Or we were at BJ's Wholesale Club today. We're trying to leave the store. You have to get your receipt checked to leave because the gross profit of the company depends on you making sure you rang up everything right. And some woman in front of us apparently didn't ring up 2 items. And then she says she rang them up, but the receipt says she didn't ring them up.
Receipt,
and they're just beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, I just want to leave and I only have 4 items. Can I just get the hell out of here? And that was pretty frustrating too.
Well, and then the lady seemed like she was annoyed that the lady realized she didn't pay for everything.
Right.
And I heard her say something like she didn't want to have to go back and get checked out again. Well, tough tits. You're the one who fucked up the order.
Exactly. That's the hard part about self-checkout is you got to depend on the people that have common sense to do it. And common sense is not common. Yeah. I like the one analogy I heard was it goes, I love self-checkout. That's where I go to steal.
Oh, God.
Like, that was hilarious. I absolutely love that. But the world is full of people that just annoy you and piss you off.
There needs to be more in society on etiquette and common sense.
Etiquette, common sense. Let me take a different take that you might not agree with me with on this.
Okay.
We need to bring back bullying. People, when people got bullied or beat up, when things went south, like, okay, you know what?
A little bit of fear.
Yeah. A little bit of keep your ass in the straight and narrow. Now everybody gets offended. Their feelings get hurt. You can't bully them when they're growing up. So then when they finally can get bullied, they're 20 years old and never been told no their entire life. They've never been told they're not good enough. And they fold in like a house of cards. It's a mess. Yeah. Yeah. That's just my take on society in general.
Yeah, I can see that to a point because even like in the generation that I grew up, there was always that, like, you had I think, this again, just my perception, maybe skewed. As a child, you had a different respect for your parents, right or wrong. You maybe didn't backtalk them, or
not at all.
You didn't get a say in a lot of things, or no meant no. And I'm not saying that was always correct and the right way to be, because there are many times with our daughter where I want to hear what she has to say. No is not an absolute, like, tell me things, but I just think it's different.
Yeah. Or I could share this one now because she's older. When she was really, really little, I remember we were at Target and we were in the toy aisle, and then she wanted some toy or whatever. And I said no. And then she kind of got a little huffy. And then she mumbled something. I go, what did you say? She goes, it's not fair. Mom's number is 6. And I go, what the hell does that mean? Mom's number is 6. She goes, if I ask mom for something 6 times, she says yes. I go, what the hell?
Yeah.
So she showed her cards. I mean, just little kid.
Smart.
And I said, I go, what's my number? She goes, you don't have one. I went, that's right. I don't have one. So that was always fun for me was, yeah, your number is 6. Her mom's number is 6.
She should grow up to be a mediator, attorney, professional negotiator.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think she will, because I don't think she has desire in that, but she is.
Yeah.
She's
skilled
smart at that, and reading people and reading a room. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, I'm not going to say who the person was, but we were at an event, and there was someone who I've known that I've never really cared for. Kind of felt like she was more on the obnoxious side, and just always had to have a comment. And Bella had not met that person before, and we were there. She was maybe 5, and she came up to me and said, Mom, I don't know who that lady is, but I don't care for her. And inside I was like, oh my God, I feel the same way. But like for her to have picked up on that was, and then later on in the car, I ended up I told her, I'm like, your perception was the same as mine on that one.
Because that's what's going to keep her safe when she's older.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But anyway, anything else on annoying habits of people.
Oh, I mean, I could probably go on all day, but those are the big ones.
Yeah.
It's just the
not
being courteous, not being cognizant of others, always, for whatever reason, putting themselves first. And just like we had mentioned earlier, to me, it's going to get worse as time goes on. The generations, the new generation of what I call the kids, because now, like, my new hires are old enough to be my kids. They were raised on this. They were raised on a device that never tells them no, never tells them they're not good enough, and everything from pizza to porn is a push of a button away. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
I thought of one more. Let me get this one out.
Yeah, get it.
When you go to a gathering or a party, and you're going to eat at, they say, 4 o'clock, whatever the time is, and then someone's going to be late. So then everything gets held up, waiting for the late person. No. I disagree. I think no. We said, whoever said it's at this time, if they're late, they can have the leftovers. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean that in, how are you going to respect the one person who's late and make everybody else wait?
Yeah.
When everyone else who did the right thing or managed to get here on time and managed to follow your direction, we're all...
Yeah, poor planning on their part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Yes.
Now,
so that's
unless it's a surprise party and it's for them. Then you just got to, I mean, because, then you just got your hands tied because you can't go, surprise, and they're not there because the party's over. They just walk in and go, yeah, surprise. We gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, sometimes people are the worst.
Man, I'm sure I've done many things that annoy people around me and others, so.
No.
Have you?
Oh, me? I annoy people all the time. I know. I'm very well aware of my habits and opportunities for improvement.
All right. What else do you want to talk about?
Did you have anything? You had one item on the first list that we didn't do, right?
No, we did them all.
We did them all?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, because right now I think we're 21. We're 21 minutes in on part 2.
Let's see.
It's been really hard. Let's put this out there. So it's not. When I started a podcast, I really didn't think it would be as difficult as it would be to actually get it together. Like, we can buy the parts and you can buy the lights and the cameras and the equipment and everything works great and everything works together. But, like, to stop a day and to make time to do it, to get great people like you involved and you and Dave and Bella and everybody that gets involved and helps with the show, to get all those pieces moving so we can turn the cameras on and make a show really is hard. It really is. Like, today, I mean, you made a commitment today. You made an awesome commitment to make sure we did it today, because it's
been a couple months.
It's been 2 months.
I support you in this and want you to feel like things are moving along.
And you're the reason that we've done this today. And I could simply, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. This show, if you remember back, had a 7-year hiatus.
Yeah.
7 years we didn't do anything, and then we came back, dusted it off, and kept
going.
Well,
and I wasn't on it before.
No,
I didn't.
This was just me and Dave on a webcam, and that was all there was.
I don't know. I guess I don't want to say I wasn't interested, but I just figured that was your thing, and then I kind of have been tagging along, and I guess I would call it helping out. I never planned on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be
participating.
Fair, you and I feel very differently about that camera.
You love it.
I love it. You give me a camera and a hostage audience, and I'm your guy. Whereas, you are you're here in support of me. And if you ever had a brand of your own, I'm ready. We'll just go and take off.
I wish we had I like the show Live with Kelly and Mark, where they just get. I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but they get here's what you're going to talk about today, and here's the topics, and here's your guests. Like, if we had that, I think it would be.
But that's on us to do it. I think that's
right. But we're the whole crew.
Yeah,
and I say
everybody.
we, but I'm just a little part of this.
Yeah. But that's it. We are all we have. So that's really what it comes down to.
But I'm willing to try. Well, to try to talk about most things, and most things, because I think politics is such a hot button for a lot of people. They feel very strongly about it. That I fear. People would maybe be offended. You're either going to piss off 50% of them or please 50% of them.
You'll do both at the same time.
So I prefer not to really.
I try not to do politics or religion. Is the two I try not to touch. And even when we started the show back up, we were just audio. It's been quite a few years now, but I said, let's do everything else. I don't care about politics and religion, because to be honest with you, you can.
Well, but we do care about it. We just don't talk about it.
I don't want to impose my view on someone else and have them find it offensive, where I could be entertaining. I'm here to entertain.
But that's
all I'm here to do.
But for like our parents' generation, people did talk about those things. And I, again, my perception may be off. I feel like people didn't get so worked up. Like, of course, everyone has an opinion, but I feel like there was a lot more discussion in a smaller circle, not social media where everyone is chirping in, that, but people could have conversations about religion or politics and disagree. And it was okay, where now you get attacked most of the time because everyone has an outlet to say no, and here's why. And I like to hear like the opposite viewpoint of what I have, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that, or like, and for me, I know, like in my examples, and I'm happy to put this out there, is that my thing is that there isn't one group that's completely perfect and innocent. So in each group, I don't care which side of whatever group you pick, if they're political or religious, in every of all those groups are both good and bad people inside that whatever group you've picked. So why would you completely put your entire belief into, I am only going to be Democrat or I am only going to be Republican, and then you got to realize inside those two groups are also good and bad people on both sides. And then I think when you deal in absolutes, and that's what I don't do, is I don't do ultimatums and I don't do absolutes. When anybody gives me an ultimatum or puts me in a position, I will do the opposite of whatever that person told me to do on purpose. And I've done it at work many times. I've done it with my family. Because you don't like feeling like you're being cornered.
You're not going to corner me.
Fair.
I'll do the opposite just to spite your ass. Yeah. And I've done that in my career quite a few times. Like, you're going to do this, or okay, guess what? Watch this, asshole, and off we go.
Now let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens next.
Yeah.
But I think that's the same thing. Is that I don't love the two-party system. I wish there was something in politics that was different. I hope
I doubt we'll see it in our lifetime, but I hope that something significant changes in our lifetime to make it easier for people who are not wealthy or have a lot of notoriety, but have a good intention and a good plan to be able to run for office and actually
unfortunately
get some
you gotta
type
have money
of
to
backing.
Do it.
Right.
Yeah,
and a lot, right. And it's a shame, because I think there are a lot of people who could make a positive impact and want to, but just don't have that, they don't have the people behind the
resources.
Right.
They don't have the resources.
Right. Basically the money.
Yeah.
The money.
That's basically what it is.
And I don't like that that's what typically gets people to a point where they can be elected for governor, president, and anything. Yeah. Anything, really.
Yep.
But
I think the only thing I would say is that for that change to be able to occur, something catastrophically bad has to happen.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that.
Like, much death and destruction would have to come at that level to be able to change something as systemic as the way the country
or
works.
As I said, I said I wouldn't talk about politics, and I'm not talking about Democrats, Republicans, independents. But one thing that irks me, and again, maybe I'm just not educated enough on it, is why do we still, in this day and age, have the Electoral College? I get it back in the day when you had everyone had to go by horseback to go say, okay, these citizens from this area, I'm sharing, this is what they want. Yep. But it blew my mind when I researched this years ago that whoever is doing the voting for the Electoral College is not obligated to vote
for the popular winner. Yeah.
So if that whole area says we want
candidate
this Republican, they could say, I don't have to tell you.
It would be political suicide for them to do it, because.
But how would people know what they did?
Well, when the results would come out and they'd say, well, the popular vote was this, but this person did that. And we might find, if we actually did research, which we haven't done, but if we actually did research, we might be able to find examples where that may have happened before too.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It is how the world works.
But I don't think we need the Electoral College voting system anymore. It's outdated. There should be a more efficient way. Maybe it needs to go to the popular vote. I'm not sure on that. Maybe there's something better. But I don't think it's right when the popular vote has a different end result than what the Electoral College votes, and then both sides are not the same, and then people are disgruntled because, well, why do we have both ways then?
There is the algorithm, and you can see it when it comes down to, like, you'll see it this coming up November, right? Because this is when this is midterms, I think, this November. that, they have to hit certain states. If you can win New York, California, and Iowa, you've already got 75% of them done. That's only 3 states. I mean,
and with the it's not even by, or is it by, if number, like population? Like just because you're in a big state doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get.
I think it was based on a population count.
Okay, not the size of the state, but the population of the state. That makes sense if it is that way. If it's not, that seems a little wonky.
Yeah, well, the electors are chosen through a 2-step process. State political parties hang on, that's the actual people. Nomination method, general election.
Well, and I'm really gonna sound dumb here. I don't even know how, when we vote, who picks the people for the Electoral College? Like, what is that?
That was part of what I just did, that they have their own elections for those people.
But, like, do we vote on who those people are? Because I don't feel like I
don't think it's been on the ballot that we've read. I mean, and that might be
if anyone listening can then,
we're about to get schooled because there's
that's okay. I'll take it because I do want to be more savvy when it comes to this. Jason's looking something up, so this is where we need the Jeopardy music in the background.
How are the points determined? Electoral college votes are determined by adding a state's number of U.S. representatives based on population census to its 2 senators. There are 538 total electors, 435 for House members, 100 for senators, and 3 for District of Columbia. A candidate needs 270 to win.
Well, I'm going to look that up later because now I want to know, because I really feel like I couldn't even tell you who's ever been in the Electoral College that is saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that you'd want to know that person's name anyway. I think that their anonymity is kind of better that way. Be like, hey, there is a system.
Yeah, but then how do they know what people want? If they're
no, that part, I don't think I'd want to know the name of the person who actually does the casting of the vote for the Electoral College.
Okay. Well, I kind of went on a little tangent there, but
it's okay. No, we're going to find out if we get canceled pretty quick. But that's the thing. But I mean, at least for this part of for the show of its core and of its initial set of values, and it's easy to get into politics. I've been associating with people that are very much into politics lately, with my making new friends about podcasting and social media and all that other stuff. Big time political commentators and political social media posters. And I'm very open with them. I'm like, I really don't like talking about politics, but we can talk about other stuff. And it doesn't. I don't feel their fire the way they would hope that I would. But
I think for me, I can have different opinions than other people. You can feel strongly about something one way and I'm the total opposite. It doesn't mean I'm not going to like you. Like it blows my mind sometimes how people judge.
I dislike people for just who they are.
Yeah, right. Not their political or religious
that can add to it. It can definitely
just be a nice, kind person and we're going to get along. If you're an asshole, no matter what you stand for or don't stand for, we're not going to be friends.
Yep.
That's the short of it.
Yeah. I mean, and I think television's also bad too. It polarizes everything. I know I talked about it on the show before, but like The View, I cannot stand The View. It's just, I know they've planted 2 like Republican girls in there now, but I just, the endless cackling of those old bitches, just, I can't do it. It's miserable. It's a miserable show to watch, and Whoopi looks like she smells. And I don't like it. I don't like her hair. It's just gross. Ugh, I don't do it. And Joy, I don't even think Joy's funny. I don't think she's a great comedian.
She's been on that show a long time, Joy Behar.
Yeah, back when Barbara was around.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Well, before we end, totally off script, you have any good news to share or any positive... I don't know, anything?
No, I made a video today about this really cool table cover we got.
Yeah.
South Florida lift stations.
Okay.
The Berry family comes through again and was able to provide us a way to get this really beautiful, just go on social media and watch it. I got a whole video, but it's a table cover. And the reason why that is important is because now the show has portability. I can literally pack up everything and I can bring this to a location and I can set it up and it looks professional and it looks like we know what we're doing. And it's just a step in the right direction to where the short, medium, and long-term goals of this show are really kind of starting to come together. I'm coming to the realization of that maybe radio is going to be so different that it may not have a place for me. So I have to do something. And this might just grow its own set of legs and do what it does.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
What about you? Do you have any good news?
I'm on vacation. I'm off from work.
Oh, there you go. Spring break.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that.
I don't remember where the button is. There was a button that goes, beer, beer, beer. That one. Oh, that's loud.
I'm going to do some random things. I'm looking forward to spending some time with my daughter.
Yeah. And me.
Absolutely. You too. I just, as we get closer to me knowing the young woman she is becoming, I am much more aware that my endless time with her under this roof is going to be wrapping up. So I want to...
It's not going away. It's going to change.
Yeah, but she's not going to live here forever. No, and I want to enjoy every...
But it sounds like she's going to live right next door. So.
Or I'm going to live next door to her.
We're going to be on the same street.
But I want to enjoy every ounce of time.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
That I can with whatever. Just being part of continuing to guide her and hearing all of her life lessons that she teaches me.
I was told a long time ago, like life is like a toilet paper roll, and the closer you get to the end, the quicker it goes. And these last couple of years have just been flying by.
Well, and we both know my 50th birthday is next month.
Yeah, everybody knows now.
So I have I've lived more now.
Yep, than you're going to live.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a scary realization,
so just
isn't it?
keeping things in perspective. And so I guess on my positivity note, we have health, which if you have that.
The rest of it you can figure out.
Yeah, it's all is good.
Yep.
All is good. We have a roof over our head.
Yep.
Heads, because there's more than one.
More than one. Yep.
Unlike Walmart's.
When you
just go to one.
Unless you can't find what you need, then you got to go to two.
Yeah, and then you can call it Walmart's because you've gone to two of them.
Yep.
Anyway.
Walmart's.
Anyway.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. It's great. Another great part two. How many? Oh, I asked to look at the timer again, but we don't know.
Yeah, we need a magnifying glass. We can go like this.
Yeah, they need to fix that. Maybe we'll update the program at some point, or maybe I can find a setting for it. But hey, we always appreciate you. We appreciate South Florida Lift Stations for their always continued support. And we couldn't do the show without you. I appreciate you guys hanging out and following on social media and everything else that we've been doing. Until next time, I'm Jason.
And I'm Lori.
And this has been yet another very terrible podcast.